So this is just a quick video on why it's so necessary to find yourself a guru. And I don't care if you're religious or how you were brought up. You need someone or something or some kind of belief that has you feeling that when you're in a crunch, for example, like a money situation, you don't go directly into worry, doubt, and fear. Instead, you feel this light calmness. And there are so many different gurus online. I always start with Joe Dispenza when I try to refer somebody, because once you're on YouTube and you look him up, then it just becomes a rabbit hole of gurus that pop up, and you want to find the one that makes you feel like it's talking to your soul or like they're talking to your soul. And you could have more than one, but the way you know that they're talking to your soul is because you just constantly want to listen to them. Right when you get home from work, you want to listen to them. And another key thing is you don't feel like pushing it on to anybody. You don't feel like saying, oh, you have to listen to him, this person is right, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. You know, everybody feels content when they're in that energy. They don't feel like they need to push it onto somebody else. And what's that saying? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Perfect example. So I always just throw out Joe Dispenza because he's more scientific and a little bit more modern. But there's people from, that have passed away that are, that you can listen to that will pop up. And the reason I bring this up is because I want to focus on how the narcissist is, when they're relying on lying, cheating, and stealing, that energy keeps them in a high vibration. It's not a positive vibration, but it's a high vibration, meaning they're not having any worry, doubt, or fear. They're on a high because they know they're going to get away with something. Now, again, it's not a positive vibration, but it's a high. And that high comes across as a positive, which is why they can get away with that type of love bombing. I did another video on different types of love bombing, but this is the negative love bombing. And it's not just love bombing, because people do it in different ways, and it's not always negative. So when you are trying to explain something to somebody about them, and then you even try to show them proof, I'm just saying right here, this is when a narcissist can even double down when the proof is right in front of them and still look at those people and say, no, that's not true. Or come up with some lie, to make them look like the victim. This is when you need to have your guru.